Again, more malfeasance happening, finding out about what's happened in Maui. Maui's warning siren stayed silent as wildfires approached Lahaina.
Are the sirens sacred too? We believe in one siren.
One siren. We believe in equity of sirens. So here's the guy. So they didn't turn. So they're supposed to turn these sirens on. They didn't. Here's the guy in charge of supposedly doing that. And here he is defending. He's going to double down instead of saying, yeah, sorry. Listen to what he says.
Wow. The sirens, as I mentioned earlier, is used primarily for tsunamis. And that's the reason why many of them are found, almost all of them are found on the coastline. The public is trained.
So he's trying to say these sirens are just for tsunamis.
Shouldn't you add a fire siren?
That's not true. And I'm going to show you after I play this video.
Seek higher ground in the event that the siren is sounded. In fact, on the website of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the following guideline is provided. If you are in a low-lying area near the coastline, evacuate to high grounds, inland or vertically to the fourth floor and higher of a concrete building. Alerts may also come in the form of a wireless emergency alert. Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Mauka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire. And so that is the reason why our protocol has been to use WEA and EAS. By the way, I should also note.
So his protocol, WEA, which is when they text you, that's like something W emergency alert. And the other one is when they put it on the radio and TV. So that's what he's saying they used.
So they kept them in a fire to make sure they didn't actually go into a fire.
This is what he's saying. This is what he's expecting us to believe.
That there are no sirens, Mauka, or on the mountainside where the fire was spreading down. So even if we sounded the siren, it would not have saved those people on the mountainside.
Okay, wait. So they hear this crazy siren for tsunamis, right? Mm-hmm. And they go, "Oh my God, we probably got to flee, right? There's a tsunami." They go out and they're like, "Hey, I don't see a tsunami. I'm going back to bed." You don't think they're just going to flee when they hear the scary sound?
Well, he's saying that they would flee into the fire. That's why he didn't put the siren on. Hang on. And so that's his whole thing. Turns out he's lying about that. If you go to the website, he says, even on our website, it says that they're supposed... But the sirens can be used to warn of any number of threats per the site he just quoted, their site, which explicitly names wildfires.
Oh, you should have edited your site.
It explicitly says wildfires. Why is this? Why did I make this so small? I made this graphic small. We rely on that emergency alert system to keep us safe from a number of things. You think tsunami, you think other types of emergencies like wildfires. That should have been our first line of defense. Who said that? The representative from Hawaii said that. She said that. It's for wildfires, and then that should have been our first line of defense.
Who's going to be
so guess what they did to that guy? Guess what happened to that guy?
Today, we have now learned that the Maui County EMS chief, Herman Andaya, has just resigned. He is the one that's been facing a lot of scrutiny about where he was the day the fire started. He's also faced a lot of tough questioning yesterday about the failure of the siren system as those fires raged. We're going to bring you much more as we have it.
Who appointed him, and is he just taking the fall?
Right.
Here. That guy, he cited health reasons for his resignation.
Well,
he all of a sudden got unhealthy. A couple of days after that,
people are dead.
A couple of days after hit that fire he screwed up on,
and they realized he had a severe mental disability.
Is that what it is?
How else would you explain it? Because that was the dumbest explanation I ever heard. After the dumbest thing that killed people I ever heard.
He submitted his resignation for health reasons.
They're going to kill me if I talk.
Maybe that is the health reason. Maybe they're going to kill him if he talks. This is amazing. There's way more to this story than people know. Not right now. I'll tell you that.
Maybe they're just all that incompetent. That's not better.
That's not better. Maybe they are just that incompetent. Maybe they were. Maybe the cops blocked in all those cars accidentally. Maybe this guy didn't know to turn on the fire, the alarm. Maybe the person in charge of releasing the water to fight the fire didn't know that it was that serious. All these things happened at once. This unbelievable cavalcade of incompetence.
Well, So the Titanic submarine, which I was talking to somebody about, I'm like, this is why I didn't think it was a outside plot to do whatever, because the guy told you all his stupid ideas.
Yes.
Building a cheap ass submarine. Then he got in it.
And he got in
and
it.
it was the perfect, like, extreme capitalism, like where the wave breaks. Like a renegade billionaire, like, I don't need standards and regulations or qualified people. I'm going to save a few bucks and I'm even going to ride in it. I mean, it is possible for it to be that, because it sounds like it's extremely corrupt, not used to having to deal with things. Like if I wanted to build a 15-minute city there, let's say it's not a plot, I'm sure I could just wait and have the worst possible structure in place full of idiots and know it's guaranteed I'll be able to make that 15-minute city eventually.
Well, we'll find out, I guess, or maybe we won't. But it's weird that nobody ever. First of all, it was one of those things, the Las Vegas shooting. You weren't allowed to ask questions about it at all. Just like Seth Rich. No. If you asked a question, all I did was cover Seth Rich. A press.
Well, that I know, but I didn't know
they did the same
Vegas
thing. Oh, even worse. Have you heard anybody ask a question about it? I've never heard anybody ask a question about it.
I remember the guy, and then his girlfriend said he was being crazy. Like,
yeah, nothing. So you didn't hear it.
It kind of blurred into all the. They
didn't make a movie of the week out of it. I'll tell you that.
Yes, they didn't, did they?
No. Hey, come see us live on tour. We'll be in Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Connecticut, Toledo, Detroit, St. Louis, Tampa, Boca Raton, and Orlando. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you there.